Okay, good idea. Now, we've got a nice mixture of poetry and stories and some songs. We might read the songs to us, it's a nice way to end. So welcome everyone. For those of you who haven't been, most of you know what we do here. You guys probably haven't got here. So do you guys know about Untitled, that we publish Untitled?
No, I was looking at it on the next.
Yeah. So Les and I started that up in 2009, I think. Started thinking about it in 2008, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, time flies and having fun. So that is really about encouraging new and emerging writers, and I suppose that really gave us a taste of publishing, and we've been working from home. My husband and I, Kev will be coming later, so you'll get to meet him. And Les has kind of been around since the start of our publishing journey as well. So really this space is about, we hope, nurturing all art forms, poetry, writing, art and stuff like that. So we're hoping that it has a drop-in feel, and that it's somewhere that people feel that they can get excited about what they do and feel like there's some nurturing, hopefully. So we have these open mic nights once a month, and it's pretty, as you can tell, it's pretty laid back.
Until you get to the microphone.
And this is the thing about getting up in front of people. When I first got up in front of somebody to read some of my work, which would have been about 2006, I was petrified. My knees were knocking, mouth was dry, and now I don't, but I forced myself. Every time there was an opportunity to get up, I did, even though my brain said no. Because it helps, because I'm a writer, it helps my writing. By reading the stuff out aloud, it helps you improve your work. So, and it's nice to listen, it's nice to hear work being read out, and I think it's a really valuable thing to do. So, we've started these nights up, and we've had really good turnouts every month. The first month we only had 7 people, but we've only been open 2 weeks, so we're pretty happy with that. And the most we've had is about 30, so we've had good numbers most times. So, my name's Blaze, for those of you who don't know. That's Les. He's cameraman tonight. And if he drops my camera, he's going to okay. We might start with some poetry. Marcello, can I please start with you? Would you like the microphone?
No. How long?
How long?
45
we'll get the
minutes.
stick out when you go. Are you ready?
Is it 1 or 2 or 3 gongs? No,
3.
we've got to look somewhere.
You can decide.
But
Depends on how long your poems are.
yeah, I think it's a terrific space. I do a travel around the world because I'm a visual artist, and I exhibit a lot of galleries from really the big ones. But I like this. It's very quaint, and always have been trying to get, because I belong to a couple of boards with the council venue, to get something like this, but it's laid back.
Yeah.
So when you meet people, you read your poems or you do your music without it being terrified that somebody is going to get you by the neck, get out. You might do that afterwards, but it is, and I think it's I want to congratulate Blaze and Kev, of course, and Les for this. So that's why when I first heard about this, I approached Blaze if I could have an exhibition. So next May on the 3rd, I'll set up an exhibition of my work. That's how much I like this. I'm a lousy poet, but that's all right. I just started this poem, printed, I wrote this in Canada actually, printed by the Maple Tree Literary Supplement of the University of Ottawa. called Ode.
Oh, yes, please. Love listening to Italian. Doesn't matter if we can't listen.
Okay, so it's,
Lovely.
yeah, it's, which is actually also published here. But in Ottawa, I teach live drawing in Ottawa, so I get it quite every year. So it's, anyway, it's called Rickety Old Boat. Entwined like two ivy vines on the wooden floor of the rickety old rowboat, we were frolicking and rollicking to the rhythm of the swell of the Ionian Sea. Like Aphrodite and Adonis, we were summer lovers. Thus at the crib Zeus. Time stood still from dawn to sunset. In turn, we were watching the sky. Evening came, the full moon and the stars shining on our naked bodies as we were feasting, eating nectar, drinking ambrosia of the gods, to the rhythm of the distant pan flute.
Did you say you have that one in Italian?
Yes.
Can you read it in Italian, please?
This is the Italian version. Actually, this has been printed in an anthology here,
Yeah.
in English
Yeah.
and in Canada, and this in an Italian anthology.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But it's not a translation. I've rereading the Italian version because you can't translate
Yeah.
poetry.
Yeah.
So there is avvinti come due rami d'edera sul pavimento di legno grezzo della vecchia della ballante barca a remi, rotolando freneticamente al ritmo delle onde del Tirreno. Come Afroditi e Adone eravamo amanti d'estate. Così aveva decretato Giove. Il tempo si fermò. Dal crepuscolo mattutino al tramonto, a turno osservavamo la volta celeste. Scese la sera. La luna brillante e le stelle risplendevano sui nostri corpi nudi, mentre barchettavamo assaporando nettare, sorseggiando ambrosia degli dei, al ritmo melodioso del distante flauto. Some of us women over there, one was actually had become the director of the Auditor General of Canada. When she saw herself, and I realized, I said, I was staying with her. And I said, that is you. She said, no. I said, come on, tell me the truth. That was it. So, I said, what was happening? You know, the change and all the rest. So I had this penny out. After I spoke with them that I've used, they said, I think I should finish this. So I finished. So it brings me back to my younger days of the Newport Jazz Festival and
Rest.
So I feel like you left something out.
believe it or not,
I think we can fill in the gaps.
at 16 I started going to the National Gallery Art School. So I had an interesting story. I'm cancelling it.
No, just don't go to that place.
Oh.
You're a Tom Jones or
All right. I'd like to now call up Gail. Some poetry.
Yep.
You okay with that, Mike?
Yep, I think so. Hi everybody. I haven't been doing this very long, so bear with me. But I'd like to read one serious one, perhaps a couple of funny ones. Locked in my head. Sometimes I feel locked inside my head, where things are clear and thoughts are articulately expressed. But tiredness, illness or lack of confidence block the flow of sensible conversation. It is then I emphasise with the young, the elderly or the ill one when communicating with the young. The words of the young come tumbling out fast and thick as a waterfall. Laughter and argument come easily and flow without effort. The old sit and listen, and if a chance to speak comes along, they happily begin to gather their words around them like a cloak, only to find that the conversation has moved on, and and they've said nothing at all. There's resignation in their faces, but more than that, there's an expression that reveals knowledge, but knowledge that is too difficult, too arduous to put out there in the marketplace of argument and discussion. Sparkling and intelligent discussion or exchange of ideas has reality only in their minds because the effort is too great, so they remain silent. Occasionally there is a glimpse of disagreement or sorrow in their eyes, but for now they listen, waiting their turn to speak. They have so much of worth to say, they know the answers to the questions, the outcomes of the actions. They hold close the comfort that tomorrow they will meet with friends who understand, whose life is in the same place, who have been shaped by the same events and customs. And how joyful is the morrow. Gathered with friends who patiently wait while chaff is sorted from grain and thoughts and ideas arise and are hesitantly put. Then encouraged, they gather speed within the nurturing presence of understanding souls. It is then they sparkle and shine, lighting fires of discussion. If they were old, it wouldn't happen to me. So I'll sit a while and try to remember what I came into this room to do and why I'm holding a blue suede shoe.
That one's actually on YouTube.
That reminds me, I don't know if you've noticed, but Leslie's taping this and we will put it up on YouTube. If you don't want to be up on YouTube, can you tell us, please? And we'll leave all the at. That's fast, yes.
It's freaking terrible. I'm just a woman. I was telling Les earlier that I think this will be the prologue to the longest story I'm writing, and I just thank you for your indulgence in listening to it. It's just over a page of something, and then it is a bit less than a page of a monologue that's taken from a play that's quite a well-known audition piece for aspiring actors. So I'll read that and then I'll just get all tidy off paragraph as well. So, Gillian, 1987. Well, it was obvious I would be famous. I could sing and I was quite prepared to dance if it was required, but most of all, I could act. Like on stage in plays and musicals, etc. My true destination in life would be the big screen, immortalised, perhaps with some television appearances between times. It was planned, and what a resume already. School plays, local theatre, and a speaking role in a television commercial for a shopping mall. That one bought my first car. Too easy. And now I landed a small role in a Molière play being produced by the Theatre Guild. The Theatre Guild. I even had to turn down another role in a Chekhov play because the rehearsals clashed. The Chekhov had offered a larger role for me, but Molière held the prestige of an old-established theatre company. Oh my God! The Theatre Guild, can you believe it? I must have been better than I thought. Sure, it was still amateur theatre, but 2 local television presenters would play the leads. Shoulder rubbing? No brainer. Mum said, Gillian, all the interesting work is in the writing and directing. Why not look at No Mum, the gift of second sight? Will you let me make love to you? And she thought about it and she said, all right, I will. So he gave her the gift of second sight, and then she decided that she wouldn't let him make love to her after all. So in order to get revenge on her, Apollo said, all right, can't take away the gift of second sight that I've given you, but from now on, though you may see truth, no one will ever believe you. Because you've rejected me, the world will think you mad. And you won't be able to fly anymore. And you won't be able to be all the people you hoped you'd get a chance to be in this life. She had small scenes in the play, but there seemed to be an incredible lot going on. Because she was either right out of her tree or there really was something going on there. She says to Hector, I know that you're going to be killed. She sees his body on the battlefield. She sees him walk into the swords. One night as I looked at him, he burst into flame, and I could see horses running towards me. I was no longer on the stage. I could see the fall of William. I could see the people as they existed, and I could see what she was seeing, and nobody would believe her. She was still trying to say to people, she was still trying to say, I know this is going to happen. Please, listen to me. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not mad. My mother didn't want me to be an actress. It was strange to have that monologue rush back into the dialogue of my mind. 20 years ago I learnt those lines, made them mine, and their intensity still sat on my soul like its own focus.
Hello. What I'm reading is an extract from a chapter of a novella I'm working on, and it's called Clotted and Clueless, and it's a creative memoir of going through blood clots in 2010. Chapter 5. Tom Jones could do it better. My first day behind the wheel of my Nimbus, baby, went rather well. I had complete control of the vehicle the whole time. I was relieved to be back driving again. I think it helped too that I was just driving around the corners for pathologists, and that it was 10 a.m. No work traffic or school drop-offs. Sweet. I pulled into the parking lot with ease. A month without driving anywhere had almost tipped me over the edge. Cabin fever normally shows symptoms within the first 3 days of being housebound, whatever the reason. As I opened the car door, the heat wave that greeted me sent me into an immediate sweat. By the time I had grabbed my handbag from the passenger seat and locked the door, I was soaked. I looked up at the concrete building opposite the car park and sighed. Okay, first day back into civilization, and it's time to get some blood tests done. I can do this. I crossed the road and made my way up the ramp at a slow and steady pace. As I opened the door, the sounds of Tom Jones greeted me, locking the bell to announce my arrival. The waiting room was deserted, apart from a tiny Filipino nurse dancing behind the counter at the end of the room. I grinned. It was nice to know someone else was enjoying their Monday morning. It's unusual to be loved by many people. She was singing her heart out, still unaware of my presence as I made my slow walk to the counter. I leaned against the bench, steadying myself. I grabbed a tissue that was sitting next to a box of numbers. A sign next to it said, "Take a number and sit down, please." I took number 1 and wiped my sweaty brow, enjoying this little show, regardless of how incorrect her lyrics were. The tiny woman had her back to me, shaking her bum to and fro, enjoying this little performance she was putting on. She bleed around, doing the twist, moving her arms as in the air as she went. She started turning around and caught me giggling in mid-shimmy. She screamed. "Sorry," we both blurted out. She straightened her shirt and rushed to the counter. "All good," I said. "Good to see someone having a good Monday." She gave me an apologetic look and turned the radio down. "Tom Jones," she said, pointing behind the counter. "He's my favourite." She gave a little shrug. "No problem at all," I reassured her again, holding up my little white card. "I'll just go sit down." Before I had even walked the 2 metres to the chair, she had opened the door leading to the pathology rooms next to the reception counter. "Come in," she beamed. "You can go to door 3. I said thanks, handed her my card, and walked through, looking for door 3. It wasn't hard to find, thank God. I was in a small corridor with 3 doors facing me, each with a number hanging off the door handle. I knocked at my door and quickly opened, and a young girl looked at me, grinning. "Hold up, is this a pathologist? She looks younger than me." "Hi," she said, holding out her hand. "I'm a pathologist who doesn't like blood. What the fuck is going on here? And how come she gets to faint and I don't?" I kept the pressure on my arm, the needle still standing straight and tall like a lighthouse, while Gail tried to revive Lauren. "A little help," I squealed, as tissues began to take on a crimson colour within seconds. Gail threw open the door, yelling, "Donna, get in here, I need your help."
At least that's what I think she was shouting. It's kind of hard to make it out over Tom Jones. Shit, wake here. And Gail was out. I looked down at the nurse. Wake up, you stupid twitty. I looked at my arm. Blood was oozing from under the tissues, dripping onto my jeans. For fuck's sake, I need a smoke. I stretched my leg out to Lauren's still body. I nudged her with the end of my foot. Lauren, I began to shout, get up. The young girl's eyes fluttered and she groaned. Gail re-entered the room, leapt over the body on the ground, and grabbed more tissues for me. Donna, who I now know was the performing artist, stood in the doorway, her mouth opening and closing like a fish. Give me your arm, Gail said, despite holding it anyway. Take these tissues. Another handful was shoved at me. I'm going to pull the needle out, okay? I nodded. Just get the fucking thing out of me. I'm on the verge of losing my shit as it is. This is beyond ridiculous. I can feel bubbles of laughter moving from my belly up to my throat. Any second now I'm going to wet myself from the madness that is this morning. Gail pulled the needle out of my arm and I giggled. She pressed tissues onto the small gaping hole and my giggling turned into a chuckle. I looked over at Donna, who was kneeling over Lauren, slapping her on the face. I laughed hysterically, you know, the kind of laugh that makes your whole body shake and your boobs jiggle. Gail snapped something at Donna in Filipino and turned back to me smiling. I'm so sorry, she said. Keep applying pressure on my arm, while Donna eased Lauren into a sitting position. Tears streamed down my face and I just continued to laugh. I went to wipe them away with my free hand, but saw that too was covered in blood. Gail tried to ease me up out of the seat. We'll go and clean you up in the bathroom. She signalled to Donna for the little dish on the desk to throw the needle in. After that, we made our way down the little corridor into the reception area, which had suddenly filled up with people. And that's how I like it.
I might get you up now. Yeah. And then Gina will be asking. So, would you like the microphone?
No.
No?
No goodness me, not this voice.
Okay. And then,
Before I pick up my guitar, can I start with a poem? This is a poem that I wrote in 2011. Oh, that's a bit rude. Oh, we're all over 18.
that's all right.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, all right. Jeez.
You like
It's called Nobody's Frightened, and I dedicated it to my high school literature teacher, which is probably a bad thing, but anyway. It's harder to shock or to stun anymore. There's been a huge cultural flush. CeeLo Green 2010 is a change in the scene. Now nothing can make people blush. Cause nobody's frightened by fuck anymore. It just doesn't have any bite. Blaspheming won't outrage the masses today, and swearing gives no one a fright. Just how does a young girl begin to rebel when cursing has lost all its punch? And grandma will tell you to eat shit and die. Morality's right out to lunch. And nobody's frightened by fuck anymore. You hear it each day on TV. Fuck's friends, shit and damn, fell off ages ago. Cock and pussy, they don't bother me. Country or city, it feels just the same. We both know we'll never go back. The fuck has been used and reused and abused since blue work's become the new black. So no one gets frightened by fuck anymore. It's much harder to get a reaction when bugger has taken it right up the date. What does one call getting some action? And I thought about it and thought that sounds like something you could put in a song. So here goes. Couple of our chords, right? Family events, well, things can get tense when your loved ones just cannot be normal. As grandma gets older, the swearing gets bolder. Drunken uncles who dance in their thongs at your form. Aunties who share about the cut of your hair and give unsolicited baby advice. Funny. Yeah, I got a serious for another time. Okay. All right. This is the first song that I ever really wrote that was really truly mine, all of it from the start to the end. And so I've always been pretty proud of it. I got brave. I really appreciated you saying that you needed a bit of courage when you walked through the door, because I got brave because I was inspired by some friends of mine who skate roller derby. And I don't know if you've seen roller derby, but it's full on. And it's tough, and the women who skate it are gutsy and athletic, and they do it without injections, and you know, they're extraordinary.
They just hate one another.
Derby game, rock a super derby bar, and have a killer name. I can't stand doing push-ups, chicken for tattoos. Athlete is not my middle name, I don't like it when I bruise. Yeah, I'm too old to derby, too young to die. I want to be a derby girl so bad, it makes me cry. But I'm too slow for derby, too late to get my stars. Guess I'll just have to be content with skating kind of fast. So if you love the derby life, or the derby world, see if you love the derby life, go out and get a derby wife, and wind up all that derby strife and be. Wind up all that derby strife and be. Go out and live the derby life and be a derby girl.
Thanks everybody. That's all we have for tonight. But please feel free to have a cuppa, more wine, drink. There's food there. I'm not going to take any of that home, so please help yourself. And thanks for coming, and hopefully we'll see you next month.
Yeah.
Thank you.